I appreciate you. I think I have mentioned almost all the names. Akonji Ajibike Mo Classic. Thank you, my classic babe. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Something for where it's not complete if you are not there, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you as usual. Thank you. God bless you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So I go ahead and start talking about misplaced priorities. So when we say misplaced priorities, something we are supposed to hold in high esteem, something we are supposed to focus on. Demola Oyebade Joy Mini Kanton, thank you. Idewulizi Ogunkeye, thank you. Adenekon Odunayo, thank you so much. God bless you. So something you are supposed to attach so much importance to, and you are holding it with less, importance. You are not even focusing on it. So something you are not supposed to even look at twice. That is what you are putting so much energy into, or acting upon. That is what we call misplaced priorities. Who can misplace priority? Anybody can do that. Anybody. Sorry, I won't delay you. Sorry. So anybody can misplace priority. Children, daddies, mommies, even boss at work, even in the government, they can misplace priority everywhere. Nothing shake Kenny Onifade Oshibelu. Thank you, ma. Thank you. So anybody can misplace priorities. So when we want to talk about I keep hammering on charity begins at home. So I'll first start talking from the house, right? They said fathers are the head of the family, right? But without the neck, and Adenola, thank you so much. With the head being the head of the family as the father, without the neck, can the head function? No. But majorly the house is being shouldered by women, unless if we want to just fake ourselves. I can do it. What a woman can do, a man can even do better. I can cook better. I can do this better. I can do. You will get tired, and it's not going to be as if it's a woman that is handling it. So, but when a mother misplaces priorities, everything goes wrong in the house. Yes. Let's start by talking about the mothers. Because I like emphasizing on the home, because I said charity begins at home. Whatever is happening around the country, around the globe right now, started from the home. How a child was being treated or being cared for matters a lot, and it reflects in their attitude and character later in the future. So that is it. So a head cannot function without the neck. That is it. So mothers are the neck of the house. So everything is being shouldered by the mothers, right? So please keep sharing. Send to your friends. Go to your WhatsApp. Send to your friends. Do it on your status on WhatsApp, status on Facebook. Let them know. I want to see the numbers going high. It's just we, the same set of people, that we are always here. Please, let's increase and increase and increase. That is it. So the homes are very important, very essential. So that is why we have to focus more on the homes. So when a mother misplaces priorities, everything goes wrong in the house. Everything. Should we say from care for the children? When you know that this is what I have, you know your capacity, you know what you have in your pocket, but you are aiming higher for what is not even supposed to be your major concern. I believe your major concern in the house, let me say, they should be your home, right? And everything that has to do with your home has to be your children, yourself, your husband, right? Okay, the welfare of the home. How do we eat? What do we eat? Some people, not that their husbands are not funding the house. At least the man cannot do more than what he has, right? And the little he has, Once you know that this is what he has and he has given it to you, I'm not talking about àwọn ọkùnrin tí ò ń ṣe sílé o. I'm talking about the men that care for the family, that support the family with whatever they have. Then they now give you whatever they have, and it is left for you as a woman to sit down as a manager. Yes, every woman is a manager. You're supposed to sit down and see how to manage that fund properly, appropriately, right? Okay, you see that this is what I have. If I take all this money and I go and buy turkey, we eat it once or twice, no other money. But when I know that, okay, let me buy fish, let me buy pomo, let me buy vegetable, let me buy this, let me buy, so that this thing will not only last us for 2 days, we will still have some things to eat for the next 2, 3, 4 days, right? So you plan, you sit down, you think about it. I know things are so expensive that you have to sit down. Babatunde Temitope Adeyemi Adeoye, thank you. So you have to sit down and think before you say you want to go to the market, because if you go to the market, you will end up buying what you're not supposed to buy, and your priorities will not even be touched at all. And that is why we are talking about being misplacing priorities. So if you don't want to do that, you will sit down and think about it. Even if you have some that you want to add to it, if you don't plan it well, it won't show. There won't even be any sign that you have added money, because the way things are so expensive. So that is it. So you will sit down and think about the things that are very necessary, that are important in the house, right? Food. At this stage, you will try as much as possible, in as much that you want your children to be filled up properly and then to be well fed. You will still now think about something that is going to be much more in the market. Okay, if you want to buy rice, you cannot say, I want to go and buy a bag of rice, when you know how much a bag of rice costs. You can say, okay, let me just buy 4 Congos or 5 Congos. So rice, we know the days we are going to be eating rice. Not like before, right? You look for a substitute. You sit down and think, what can I substitute with rice? Okay, I used to buy 3 Congos of beans before and 10 Congos of rice. Now let me switch it. I'll buy 10 Congos of beans and 3 Congos of rice, because you can use beans. You can use beans to do so many stuff. You can do akara, you can do moi moi, you can do begiri. Even the begiri, you can use it to eat rice. Yes. So when I try to advise some people, they will say, hey, because you are not in the system, my dear sister. When I was even in the system, go think of no tata for yo. So all these ones, I did them. So no be say I never passed through them. I did. Where papa? You have you cooked soup without pepper? Without oil before? Yes. I'm not talking about a kuru. You will cook soup without oil. Yes, I have done it severally. If they show for my forehead, no. Nobody will know what you have eaten. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. So nobody will know. So unless you go out and tell people that this is what I ate, this is what I ate. So you can plan it. There's a way you can do it. So we know there is no much nutrients in momo, right? But people, children still like to see something on their food. If it is egg, they said egg is about 250, 300 for one. If they are eating one, each child is eating one, you can buy one and cut into 4. And take momo and cut into 4. The children will not even want to say, one for me, they will say, mommy gave us 2 meats. Mommy gave us 2 meats. That is what they will say. So you have to sit down and know how to plan it when it comes to food, when it comes to clothing. When people will say, I can't buy a loku. I used to buy a loku, even here in Bodo Ibu. If I say a loku that I like, that is clean and is good, I will buy. Nobody will tell me, say, a loku ni mo. Will I come out and tell you I'm wearing a loku? What you need to do, buy it. Go there where you buy, check it properly to see if they are still good. Then check what they have written on the clothing, if they are good things. Don't go and buy something that will come and possess the children in the house, right? Mojisola, you know that. Thank you so very much. You're welcome. So you buy them, sanctify them, pray on them, take them home, wash, iron. Nobody will tell. And there are some, even in the local self, you see some that still have their tags. Don't you worry. Maybe the person bought them and kept in the house and did not touch them for months and years. And by the time to my for walk on, the clothes was already not fitting her or him anymore, and decided to let it go. So those are the things. So you can't say, Yemike, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. Because you have not reached that level. When you reach that level, you will not think twice about it. I will go abroad, I will buy clothing, I will bring them home. I will tell my children, I bought this for you, God knows. But I pray I don't see any buyer. Yes, my children will not wear the clothes until the day, unless I don't see any buyer. Then that day they want to wear it, they would have worn it. I will see that it's fitting them before I remove the tag. If not, I won't remove the tag. I know I bought a skirt. That skirt, I'm still seeing it now. My daughter loved it so much, and I bought it also purposely because of her. I wanted to pay school fees. I brought out everything I was selling and then if I pay school fees, I have to buy ticket to travel again. So I just called her. I said, oh, Nibino. She cried. I cried with her. When she left, I was crying. I said, God, you know that I didn't want to give this out, but because I needed the money. So I just went and bought and I sold it. And that is it. What Nigerian women think that things are very cheap over there. Imagine it's here $50 for a plate. Can you imagine? In Texas, it's here $50. Which month I go shop? I don't fit though. I don't fit. No vex. So when I can buy goat's head for $15 and I'll make soup with it. I'll make egusi. I can make anything with it. And that is it. Not that people cannot buy it. But when you reach that level, you can do it. But when you have not reached a certain level, you cannot aim higher than your income. Dele Olowo Loba. Thank you for joining. Oluwasegun Bankole, thank you for joining. When you have not reached that level, you cannot aim higher than your income or than what you have in your pocket. You have to plan it very well so that you don't make mistakes. If you misplace your priorities, because what you're supposed to attach importance to and you refuse, you take it with levity and you just drop it anyhow, you will still come back to it and cry for it. And that is why you have to make that plans now. Some people cannot save no matter what they give them. As a woman, you should be able to know how to save. Save for rainy day. Because every day is not Christmas. Every day is not Christmas. Save for a rainy day. My voice is breaking. Sorry. Can you hear me? I hope it's better now. Is my voice better now? Okay. People are not complaining anyway. Maybe it's your connection. You can check it. So that is it. You have to plan it appropriately. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know how to do it. And you know one thing, these children are watching. If you are not a good home manager, that is how your children will live too. They won't be able to manage. If you are a parent that wants to go to a party, you want to go and borrow clothes, your children will be borrowing clothes when they grow old. So I'm still coming to that anyway. But first and foremost, one year so to say the agbalagba. So what happens is you feed your stomach first before you now say anything, because children, they don't know anything. Before they can talk about clothing, they will talk about their stomach, which is food. So you have to know how to manage yourself, how to do it. There are some things that you can even do on your own. You know, poverty level has reached a level this time that people are making practically everything on their own. The ogi they are buying for $300. I mean 300 naira, 500 naira. When they buy Congo, 1 Congo of the corn, they make it. They have lights. They do everything. That ogi can last them. Some people will say, how do I need to go through all this stress with all energy? For when you have the time, do it. I'm not saying you should overstress yourself, but okay, I'm not saying you should overstress yourself, but when you have the time, do it. Keep it in the house. I just talked about moi moi and akara now. We know that there is no light, right? Here, we can say we want to cook and keep in the refrigerator. But back home, it might not be convenient and it can spoil your food because the way they are messing up with the electricity. But the beans, you can peel it and dry it and go and blend it dry. So it can stay as long as you want it. Put dry pepper inside so that the weevils will not enter. Yesterday, Michelle, thank you, ma. So you can just buy and keep like that. Anytime you want to, just measure 2 cups. Make moi, back. Yes, because things are getting higher and more expensive. Buy pepper, dry pepper. I used to tell people that are close to me, go and buy 2 Congos, 3. Those were the things I was doing that time. I will buy 2 Congos and go and blend it. Dry pepper. You know one thing? There's this tatache that they do. This tatache, dry tatache. I will buy tatache. I will buy dry pepper. That's shombo. They call it bawa. I will buy it. I will go and blend them together and put in the house. So if I want to cook any soup or anything, I buy tin tomato. That time, I think it's Gino or something. I used to buy Derica, Gino, and you will buy. And you keep in the house. Ojo concoction. When you want to cook concoction rice. Ajakpa, Jared, Zilan, thank you for joining. You mix together. Every day no be Christmas. But the days you have in abundance, you can say, let me give these children a treat. That is, you give them one egg rather than giving them a half egg, a big quarter egg. Right? Some people say they are not even peeling their beans before they grind it. Grind it. You can use it. And they are even using it to make amala these days, especially for those people that are diabetic. They are using it to make amala. And it's very good. People are saying it. We have seen it on the videos. And people are really enjoying it. So you can use it to make anything. Anything. Sit down. You to invent your own. Think about how you can bring new food to the system. Orishirishini. Somebody started cabbage of fish stew, of rice. Somebody started it. Somebody started beans and moi. Somebody started akara. So this is pure management. That is it. Toba Shegbani. We keep praying that God should elevate us. But at the same time, the little we have, don't squander it anyhow. Don't mess it up. Don't misplace your priority. Don't go and focus on what is not supposed to be. Then we talk about education of the children. Take your children to the schools you can afford. Don't go and be a nuisance or be embarrassing the children in any school. If it is a public school, I know the public schools, the way they are these days, it's not like when we were even there. Even when we were there, they were complaining, public school, that. How much more now? Right? So, if it's a small school, Simi, that is it. You can keep your child at home if you are not doing anything till age 3 or 4. Then you start doing the work. A for apple, B for ball. When you see she's not sleeping or he's not sleeping, call him or her. By the time he wants to go and enter school, ask him more basic things. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, he or she would have known them. Oluwadam Lola Oyeniro wrote to me, thanks for joining. So, yes, cabbage swallow, yes. Not all, Babatunde Abiola, okay, thank you. Not all public schools are good. I mean, some public schools are good, but not all. That is it. Look for them. Go around. Look for their buildings and see. Tombashini buildings, Toshi fear. Take your children to the school. Even some so-called private schools are nowhere to be found safe. So let's not fuck ourselves. It's better to keep your child at home than putting them in some kind of schools. So when you see, Abi, the school that they have not paid their teacher's salary, and the teachers will be cranky and be beating your children anyhow. If your child is less than 3-4 years, keep them at home. When my first daughter started school, she started very early at age 18 months. But when it was the time of the twins, I kept them at home till 1 year plus. Almost 2 years and 3 months or something like that. So you will just know how to make your own plans. Sit down and think about it. When some people are paying 250,000 for a child of a year, cannot learn. What is the child learning? That 250,000 can do a lot of things. You can even use it to invest in that child. Yes. When you employ a teacher, okay, 250,000 is the basic school fees, right? You are still going to be feeding that child. You take food. Apart from the food the child will eat at home, you will give food to the school, right? Tomabe feed there. And then maybe you are still buying diapers. You are still buying this and that. The Omo will still poop on herself or himself. All those things. But that, you can see a teacher that can come and spend 1.5 hours or 2 hours with him or her and other siblings. But your mom alone. Teacher, come and teach them basic things if you, the mother, cannot cope. Right. You have given the father the chance to go and work. I'm not talking about the fathers that will not know their priorities. I'm talking about the ones that know that he has to provide for his family. Those ones are the ones I'm talking about. Ghanaian Sadenike, I will bear everything now is Shebi Otimo. God bless you. Everything is Shebi Otimo. No wasting of resources. Yes, no wasting of resources. Schools are so expensive, we know. That's what I'm saying. If you have children that are less than 4 or 5 years, keep them at home. Keep them at home. The 250,000, you can use it to invest in that child. You can use it to do a lot of things. Boshe, at the year, you want to buy and be rearing chicken. Loru komonye. That. Then the following year, semester, you had another 250 that you are supposed to use as school fees. By the time that child has spent 1 year, 2 years, even school bus, imagine. Because some people, because they want to do like others, they will take their children to Onotojis, far away schools from home. Take your children to schools that are very close to your house. That are very close to your house. I don't even encourage people to, unless you have babies and you are working, you don't have anywhere to keep your child. That is when I will say, take them to daycare or schools very close to your working place. But on the days you don't work, what will happen? Shenwa Ajayi, thanks for joining. God bless you. What will happen? Keep them very close to the house. So that on the days you don't work, on the days you don't go out, because now offices too are doing it. Instead of you to come to office 5 days a week, they will say, they will know how to plan and say, okay, this set of people come Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You, this set of people come Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You know, they know the next week you change again. Offices are doing it because they don't have money to increase salary. Salaries are not being increased, and whereas people are inflating prices every day. They will eat, they will enter transport. So that's it. If you have toddlers at home, keep them at home. Teach them ABC, A for apple, Aja. Those were the things they were teaching us until we were 6 years. Kilo nursery school. Some people were privileged to go to nursery school, but we didn't go. I didn't go to a nursery school. I went to a public school. Lati Beremi. So what is it? Aja, Bibata, Dido, J, A, Jo, A, those are the things. You teach them ABC, A for apple, all those things. You start teaching them. Teach them how to write. Hold their hands. Later they will start writing. Give them paper. Give them pencil. In our own time, sileti lemolo. Until you are in primary 3 or so, before you start writing pen and this thing, you write paper and slate. So, and they have internet. The children will watch rich rhymes on the internet. Keep them at home. It's even safer for them, because children are being abused at tender age. Keep them at home. You as a mother, manage. Know how to manage. God forbid bad thing. If your husband is not working or is not bringing enough money, manage the little he has. So far he's responsible. Some is even the other way around. Maybe it's the woman that is even fending for the family and the man is at home. You are the man. Don't say, I can't do this. If you cannot provide, then be useful. Be useful. There's no big deal in a man cooking before the wife comes back. La wow, Sekinat banker, yes. Some men even know how to price more than women. Yes. God bless you. I keep saying it. If you have small space, Aderonke just said something now. Oshiloye Olukoju, she said, if you have a small space at the back of your house, at the back of your house, start something, start farming. All the ewedos, the peppers, the everything, what is it, water leaf, pour it will germinate. We have good fertile land in Africa. We have it. Now that the rain is about to come, think of something. If you don't have, go and look for all those broken pots, plastics that are broken. Put sand in them. We see them on the internet. Bags of cement. Yeah? If you see where they've dumped them, go and pick them, rinse them with water and soap. Put sand in them. Put tomatoes. Plant tomatoes. Some people are planting yams in bags of cement. I saw a house. At the back of the house, they said it was a plot and something. If you see what this man and this woman planted at the back of their house, they said in a whole year, they don't buy yams. You can imagine. They said they used to plant up to 200 tubers of yam that they have to give yams out. They do it every year, and they said they have been doing it for like 4 years. You can imagine, in this economy, for somebody to plant, to have that at the back of his or her house, if you are able to manage to put a fence so that people's goats in the area will not come and be feasting on them. If you are able to manage, even if you are in a rented house, talk to your landlord, beg. Pepper, all those things that can put shame on somebody. When you don't have money, you want to do concoction, you don't even have pepper at home. You can quickly go there and pluck. That is it. Last year, I did something all through summer. I was posting organic farming at the back of my house here. Because it is seasonal, it's only in the summer we can do that. But my husband has been utilizing that opportunity, that time, to do that. We still have, I will post some tomatoes, you will see, frozen. And I tell people, if you cannot freeze them because of what is going on, buy them, steam and blend with blender, and then you steam again and put in a container and put oil on top. It can be olive oil, just there. It can stay, if you steam it very well, it can stay for like 4 months when it's being kept in a well-ventilated place. I know Orua, just keep it somewhere. You can open it down a little bit, then once in a while, you open it. But if we keep complaining, at the end of the day, we will see that we are even complaining, we are the ones that have the opportunities to do most of these things. Ibijoke, Ariola, Michael, Omolara Kadri, thank you. So that is it. We just have to manage. So take your children to the schools that are that you know that you can afford. Don't be a nuisance. Babatunde Murade, thank you, ma. Don't be a nuisance. Don't let anybody be dragging your child at that tender age. That can even piss a child off. It can even mess up their memories, their brain, their emotions. So take them to schools that are not too expensive. If your child is less than 4 years, keep them at home, waiting and they learn. What are they learning? 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 What are Here, children will be in, what is the daycare till 3 years. 3 years, they will start head count. Head counts, that is A, B, C, D, E, F. By 2, they have closed. Before they start school, they are going to be 5 years. Is it 5 or 6? 6, 5 years, they will start kindergarten. Yes, kindergarten. Then before they now start regular basic kini at 6 years. So the children would have been familiar to reading and counting, you know, a lot of things. So by the time they get to school, the teacher is not going to start from, who pooped? Come and use diaper here. Come and wipe this. Your child would have been able to be taught how to wear his or her pants, how to clean his or her bum when he poops. So it's not going to be the work of a teacher. That the school will not turn the teacher to a nanny. And the teacher will not be cranky when he's teaching. One child is pooping in the toilet. Auntie, I poop. I mean, the child now poop on her body. The teacher will leave whatever she's doing. You come and clean up. Or maybe you say you have 2 people in the class and you have children that are 20, 25. How are they going to cope? But those children would have been taught this and that. So they won't need any teacher to come and wipe their ass. They won't need any teacher to come and wear them diapers. No. Unless if that child is has some challenges. If not, if there is no challenge, well and good. So take them to cheap schools. You complement everything by looking into their own work when they come back. Teach them on your own too. If you have the time. If you don't have the time, their fathers to work it out between yourselves. Work it out between yourselves. Like me, I'm not good in math, but I tried small in English. We alternate. My husband will take maths, I will take English. That's what we do. The older ones, we help with Toku. The ones that I don't know. I don't need to be ashamed. So, that is it. That's how we do it. We plan. That is how to plan it. See, this Obodo Ibo has opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we don't look into back home. But thank God, many people, there's awareness now. There's internet. People are reading it. People are seeing it. So it's no news anymore that husband and wife have to plan. This home management is not supposed to be shouldered by the woman alone. A man needs to do some things also. A man needs to add his own energy into it too. You plan. Maybe the woman takes the children to school and go to work. She comes earlier. She comes earlier from school. From work. Then she can say, I'm starting to cook. Then the husband too, you can go and pick the children. Or maybe it's the man that will drop the children in school. The woman will stay at home and be tidying up everything. You do everything. A lot of women are doing it. Now they will come to the internet. They will cook and show us what they are cooking. Orishi, some are blending jollof rice. Cooked jollof rice. One inventing coconut. They now started molding it and frying it. We saw it. If you are in for it, go for it. That is it. Says my husband has been teaching our children math and he really did a wonderful job training them. God bless him. God bless him. That's a man. When some people will be some men can be finding it difficult. There is nothing difficult in it. They are your children. You are even creating more bond between you and those children. They will be able to open up to you. If they don't understand, when teachers say, do you understand? They will be looking at everybody. Nobody is raising hand. So they too, they will keep quiet. But back home, if their father says, do you understand? They say, Daddy, no, I can't get it. The father will have that patience. If he's angry at that time because it's not his job, he's cranky, he will go and sit down and think about it. He will still call back and call you back because he wants you to learn. Yes, we need to find out to know how to plan and manage ourselves. Fine. And do the necessary things on time. Don't delay the necessary things. Don't delay the necessary things. You have to attach priorities to the necessary things. Because if you don't, you are misplacing your priority. The priority now is how to run your home without your children turning to hoodlums tomorrow. In the situation you find yourself, yes, they have to bring an agreement for the home management. That is what I'm saying. Not that the man will say, for the 3 children, 200,000, that's what I have for school fees. And the woman will be saying, which school be that? The school go, Papa, 200 is not even enough for one child. When your husband is telling you his capacity. Even if you have what you say you are earning more than your husband, you still have to put your head down, because it's not only education that the children have to learn. That is education, formal education. There are other informal educations, which is the home training, home management, etiquette, you understand? So they still have to learn. So how are you going to run the house? If you are the one that cannot use your hand to work, that so that you have a houseboy, daddy ni all in all, oh pata daddy, food daddy, school fees daddy, I want to buy pad daddy, I want to do this daddy, house help daddy. Maybe because I'm not used to it. You have to cut it. You have to cut it. Yes, you have to cut it. So that the money will be enough to do some other things. And as you are doing it at the same time, you have to be looking for a way to be saving. Because landlords are not smiling. Old houses, they will just put paints and they will inflate the price. It is when you get inside, you will know that, that is it. It is when you get inside and you know that the house is Lealapa. So all those ones too, you have to plan. Now they said cement is so, block is so. You understand what I'm trying to say? So both of you, if it is the time you are carrying it up, is carrying it down, your level up, come to each other's, come to agreement with each other, sit yourselves down. If you need to shout, part ways. After 10-15 minutes, come back again. Daddy, let's sit down and talk about it. If you are the woman that goes to party, that you can buy a shoebi, when they call it 50,000, you won't hesitate. When they call it 100,000, it's so person coming. It's just hey, I'm not going to wear that my gold shoe anymore. I'm going to buy that silver one. I'm going to buy that. When children have not paid school fees, don't misplace your priorities. Focus on what is important. Focus on what is important. That is it. Even if you say, hey, one for me, are you not going to spend money on tailor? Are you not going to buy accessories to Malosi? I'm buying earring, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm wearing shoe. Are you not going to spray lagbo? Yeah? You have to sit down and think about it. What are your priorities? You have to hold on tightly to them. And that is it. And if you are the daddy, that is, I have always been saying it, that you will go out and be going and doing the boy is good outside. Mr. Adaranijo, that you will go outside, yeah, give them 5-5, give them 3-3, give them 7-7. And you come home and say, see, salary, we have not, they didn't pay us. Those people are so wicked, they have refused to pay us. And your wife is striving, running up and down, doing this and doing that. Hey. Come on, Belle. Come on, Belle. Or you are the one funding somebody else's children outside. And your own children are cannot be seen with you. You want to go out, you are going to church on Sunday, you are going to a salatu, you say, because you cannot walk with them, because the way they are looking. And a man is show And when you get there, you don't want to be seen with them. And go and meet your daddy. Where's your mommy? And you are looking so neat, and even your soul that you sprayed, after 30 minutes that you have gone, is still smelling. People are still perceiving the smell. Talo low perfume. And your children are not looking good. Your wife is not looking good. Think about it though. Think about it. Don't misplace your priorities. Focus on what you're supposed to do. Care for your children. Pay school fees on time. If you are the one that is always paying school fees on time, they don't drag you. Even if it is 5 kobo, you know it is my duty to pay. I know things are not the way they used to be. Don't misunderstand me. Don't say because school fees still won. I know. And some children have been in that school. Maybe the school, before you even move away from that school, look for another school. Because if you sit down and calculate how much you are spending on transportation, how much you are spending on school fees, if you add it up, you go to a new school in the area, it's still going to amount to the same thing. It's still going to amount to the same thing, or little difference. And it's just going to be for that time alone. Afterwards, you'll be paying cheaper money. Ayodeji Ogboye, thank you for joining. So that is it. Think about it properly. Don't misplace your priorities. Think about it. You don't go and be buying pepper soup for yawo ni yawo outside. Or you go to beer parlor and you are owing. And when the salary comes, that's the first place you go and clear. You did not come to the house and say, Yalagbaja, my wife, how much are we owing that woman that have been giving us groceries? I know some people that they have book. Anything the children want, they have books they have for each family. I remember that time. Then they will write, oh, so person came to collect this and that and that. And at the end of the month, the man will go there and say, oh, thanks for all the help and everything. My wife said they got some things from you. How much are we owing you? You are owing 80,000. Hey, 80. Okay. I will pay off the 80, please. But if you are able to pay, right? When those children come back for something else, the woman too, she's spending money now. Someday the woman will have compassion. We even dash those children. So they are trying. The man know they hold me. Anytime I collect his salary, they can't clear their bills. You will see. I know one time like that my mom was always buying from this particular woman. One day the woman called me and said, Mommy twins, I can help grandma buy the half bag because I was the one going. But if I'm not around, my mom has to buy from the area. So, I said, I can help grandma buy half bag because she buys so much from me and I sell to her as a retail and not wholesale because I'm a retailer also. She now suggested that anytime she's going to the market, she will let grandma know. So, major things like beans, rice, and stove, she will buy for her. Other things, she still sell in the area. And kudos to you. Some people know her. So, she did well with that. Because they will sit down and say, people in try won't know one. They are not owing me. They are always coming. They are doing this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Not that your children will be looking hungry. Would you want to say, hoi, hoi, and you demand you are robust, you are well fed, you are wearing good clothing. Hey. That's your future. That's a misplaced priority number 1. Because when old age comes, those children that you think they didn't see anything, they don't know what is going on, they can see. Google Ojuwon. They are seeing. And when that old age comes, will you go to beer parlor to go and be eating? Will you go to beer parlor to go and be asking them to feed you? Or will you go to beer parlor to go and be hanging out? You will want to stay home. With who? Is it the woman that you neglected or the children that you didn't even have time for? So you have to think. Don't think. And that is why I tell people, have the number of children you can care for. Have the number of children you can care for. Somebody was telling me, she's a friend of mine just welcomed the third set of twins. In this kind of environment, in this kind of situation, third set of twins. When you had the first one, twins, it's not your fault. Fine. Second one, twins, you know they tie them. The third set of twins. Say why? Say what happened? We understand people that have never had children and they had multiple children at once. They have 3, they have 4, some 5, 6 at once. Those ones are purely understandable. But you, first set, twins, second set, twins. Why are you trying for the third time? What is going on? You are just coming in. There's nothing wrong with the network. There's nothing wrong with the network. So that is it. My dear brothers and sisters, we have to think. We have to think. They said, so many, I can't use family planning. They are cancerous. There are some that are not cancerous. Then tell your man to hold the thing. Abi may use idabubu. Let him use rubber. You will think about it. Come on, Minara, I don't like rubber. It won't feel original. You will ask him, which one do you prefer? Rubber 1,000. Abi baby food 30,000. Which one do you prefer? And the baby food is not going to be once. Kia ori e ma nole. Roke Adeboya Akinola, thank you. Olubukola Adewumi Omo Baba Agbara, thank you, ma. That is it. You have to make your priorities your priorities. Don't prioritize what is not supposed to be. Yeah? No. No. Your own management first. The children are well fed with nutritious food, though, not just any food. If you are the one that is always giving them heap of food, reduce it, but make sure the foods are good. Yeah? Make sure the food are good. Education, Oshepatake, is very important. Take them to the schools you can afford. Don't copy. Don't copy. Don't be a copycat. No. My friends are doing this. I want to do it. Yalubambe. Don't do it. Do you know how those your friends are getting their money? Do you know how they are making it? No. You know who I pity most in this kind of situations? Are single parents. Maybe widows and genuine single parents. Because they don't have anybody that can say, gba 10 kobo, gba 2 kobo. Have the children you can care for. The amount of children you can, number of children you can care for. Don't go and be having third set of twins. Say, waiting happen. Eh? And somebody had the first one, Obi Beji. Second one, Obi no, first one, Obi Ayoko. Second one, Obi Beji. And then she now said, let her try the third one. My dear sister, this one has nothing to do with gender these days. Children are children, be it boy or girl. So far you have, just be grateful. If you are looking for 3 girls, let her try one more, be better. You will see people, take it down. In this kind of economy. One woman was saying, I did not help very well that time. I was just laughing. I couldn't talk. Because me self, I love children. I love children. I wish I could have more. But when you look into your pockets, you go hold your peace, say, I don't pass my boundary. But if you don't think, you keep having them, and you are now blaming people for not helping you or not supporting you, now them send you. Now them send you. Or you are waiting for somebody to help you. These days, I know years back they said 4 is the maximum. After them, people are having 6, 8. How can you have 11 children? 11 children. What is happening? You have issues? Is there a problem with your head? 11 children. 11. Am I not hearing right? I had to go and read that post again. 11 children. For the same man. If the man sees you to be having it pwe, why can't the man tie his own this thing? So that you won't put him into trouble. 11. Mokanla. 11 children. In this kind of economy. So now tell me, the resources that is supposed to be meant for 2 to 3 or 4 children, you want to spend it on 11 children. How are you going to cope? Yes, vasectomy day for men, yes. But men will not want to do it. They will tell the woman to go and do. So if you no do and no do, hold your thing for pocket or you wear rubber. That is it. So thank you for joining me. So that is it. How can you have 11 children? That's too much. That's too much. At the end of the day, you now be looking for talofebe egbomo, omomi. Hey, ole shishe, olapa. Can't you work? You can work now. At what age? At what age? In this present economy, yes. You have to mind yourself. Put priorities on what is supposed to be. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's why I said, in one corner like that, have a second plan, the third plan. These ones, that is why men are dropping down. Women are dropping over labor. That's what is killing most people. Because things are everybody wants to make sure the family is well cared for. And they do and do and do. The more they do, the money is not much. They want to make sure, okay, let me do more. Maybe I can get more money. At the end of the day, yeah. So what are the plans are you making? Make plans. Are you making plans for health issues? They said there are health care, whatever in Nigeria, like insurance now in Nigeria. If you have it, look for a way to get it. Me, I did not have. But what I did, I looked for one hospital very close to the house. I went and spoke with them. I said, please, I want to open a family card. I opened the family card. And hospitals too, please, things are not the way it used to be. Things are expensive, we know. But when people are coming to open a family card, don't turn it to a forever meal for you. That you will now say family card is 100,000, family card is 50,000. Say wait till say who die. No be to open card and write it down. You can make family card 5,000, 7,000. That's enough. How can you make family card 50,000, 100,000? Do these people coming to treat themselves in your hospital? Do they have that 50,000 in bank? If they open card, the last one for 50,000, treatment income, how much will it be? You are part of the people that are chasing people away. And government made it so cheap. in such a way that it will be easier and better. But what are our health people doing also? You will get there and end up spending more than what you will spend in a private hospital, in a public, in a general hospital. Why? Why should that be? The government in on here. All the things they put there for the benefit of the masses, you will turn it to your own. You divert it to your own private hospitals. And the next thing, when they come for treatment, you divert them to your hospitals. They say, I know one hospital. Because public hospitals, general hospitals, they are supposed to be the best because they have many more doctors that can attend to somebody at once. But you will divert them to your own private hospital. You will divert them to your own private hospital. And when they get there, they will be seeing properties of UCH, properties of UBTH, properties of Guinea. That means you have stolen from the government to treat your private patient. And yet we are shouting government. Government will bring money. They will say they are funding this hospital, renovate it to the modern taste. Billions of naira. I mean billions of dollars. They will now give it to you. You will buy machine bongo. You will go and keep it in your own private hospital. Say waiting. You will now tell them, my hospital is the best. Is it your sweat? It's sweat here. Is it the money you are collecting as salary? Nibenye lo fiche. Atiku Oluwole, thank you for joining. You just have to sit down and think about it. As I was saying, priority again is health. People are not taking health important. They are not taking it with high esteem. They are taking it with levity. They are just seeing it as no big deal. Whereas Emi Olaro, I know that is why many people have decided to be taking herbal medications. But those herbal medications, do you know measurements? They asked me to take this small cup. Let me take more. Do you know measurements? Do you know how you are affecting your kidney and livers? You have to think about it. If you want to go for herbal, fine, you are free. If you want to go for orthodox medication, fine, you are free. But in the morning, you take tablets. In the evening, you put agbo on top. You are killing nobody but yourself. Your kidney is gradually dying. Your liver is gradually going. And when tomorrow comes, you want to be like those people that have the money to go and do kidney transplants, liver clinical. Shey you that have not belly full, now you go say you won't go do this and that. Think about it. We know there is no money, but you can still eat right. You can eat right. You can think very well before you put anything into your mouth. If you want to go to orthodox medication, orthodox hospitals, go. If you want to go to herbal hospital, go. But do you know measurements? That is one thing. Even some people are not taking their medications the way they're supposed to take it. They say paracetamol too. Some will say to me, but you are overdosing yourself. You are not doing anybody. Even the two you took, if you don't take enough water, it will not go away from your kidney and liver. How much more you taking for at the same time? See somebody that passed away recently. I know people pass away that I feel is that I will be thinking about it. But this particular guy made me cry. I don't know why. Because he passed at his prime age. The time people are supposed to be knowing him. You know what pained me the most? He had the fund. But did not have time to go and take care of himself. That is the painful aspect of it. Somebody that could give you a 1.3 million, say in case they need money for me. You can know that that person has walked to that level. People saw him the way he has been struggling. He's not part of, I mean, he wasn't part of those people that will say, Oji Owoni, Aboshegbani. No. Sweat, any, but he did not have time to take care of himself. Those are part of the priorities we are talking about. Your health is part of your priority. Your children, your family, your husband, your wife, health, they are part of it. Look for hospital around. Open a family card. Let them know, I don't get money. If you want to give me medication, don't give me. Just write it for me. I will go and buy outside. It is even better for me to do it that way than to go and be test running. You're feeling headache. Or if you find it to be malaria, malaria. No. Our health is important because the way we are walking, the way even the mosquitoes that are biting every day. Can you imagine? A man has 9 children and he worked 2 jobs. And he wants to fend for the 9 children. He will kill himself. First and foremost, what our fathers are eating, that is not what we are eating these days. We are eating, most of this food are not natural foods anymore. Are we taking time to rest? I said it the other time. Our fathers will go to the farm as early as 5 a.m. in the morning, at times 4:30. Some would have been done by 1 p.m. They will stay, eat, and come back. By the time they come back, because there was no electricity, they go by the weather, by the climate. Once the dawn was, when it is the sunlight was going off, they will say, oh, it's time for us to sleep because electricity. Then the next thing, they go inside, they go and sleep. That's why they call them abadi yewo. Because the chicken also sleep around 6:37. Some would have been sleeping like 7:80 p.m. to go to the farm as early as 4 in the morning. They will have like 10 hours straight sleep. Are we having that these days? No. Some are coming back at 12 midnight to go out again at 4:30. You're only having 4 hours sleep. And that's why people are dropping down. And who are dropping? The young ones, the young bees. They are the ones dropping. Please, take your priorities to be your priorities. Your health is part of it. My dear sister, if you bargain with the doctor, you let them know that I don't have the money, but instead of me to stay at home or to go to mushroom hospitals, I will come to you to diagnose me, maybe to go for to go and run for tests, then write medications. And that is why all these patent medicine stores are taking over. Eta guarariro, it's killing us. Babatunde Mary, Abidemi, Abiola Show, thank you for joining. Thank you, ma. They will put this, put that together and give you. Do you know what they are giving you? Are those people certified doctors and nurses? Yes, health is wealth. If you don't take care of yourself, because your health is like a clock. A clock might not even give you sign that is going to stop work. That is it. A clock will not tell you, oh, I'm doing slow motion so that you will see that I want to stop work. No, a clock can just stop work anytime. I'm not saying when you do checkup and all those stuff, that is when you'll be healthy. No. But at least at times, when you know what is wrong with you on time, you can be able to tackle that thing on time. Your mother found bully about it. Thank you, ma. You can be able to tackle that thing. But when you walk, I walk and I no play. I don't have time for play. I walk. I'm a very busy man. Have you thought about your family? Have you thought, you have the second thought about your children and your wife and your husband? Temitayo Akeola, thank you for joining. Because when that time comes and the person drops, I made a post yesterday. It was that guy I was thinking about. Ese giri and Joffrey kuko senikan. By the time 8 days is gone, 40 days is gone, they will forget. Nobody will remember. Omolagbaja ni ya pẹ̀lẹ́ o, and that is it. Ishebi baba o le dabi baba o. Ishebi iya o le dabi iya. Don't go and put those children in trauma that they will remember their parents and they will be cursing them out. You will think you are fending for them. Don't over-labor yourself. Take care of yourself. When your children complain about something, look for a way to take them to hospital. I'm not talking about, hey, no, city wow, what if you drip? Elinino. What for me drip? What for me drip? Were you diagnosed? What kind of drip? For what? I know practically there's dehydration everywhere, especially in Africa. One auxiliary nurse that cannot even write her name properly will come and be treating you at home. Not for me drip, not for me drip. Drip mẹ́ta ni mo gbà. Drip mẹ́fà ni wọ́n fún mi. Fún kíni? Kí ló ṣe ẹ́? He just said typhoid. There was a time that if this one is sick, you ask them, is it typhoid or ló ṣe mí? You ask that one, typhoid ni. The other one, typhoid. I said, kí ló dé? Why is typhoid everywhere? Elinino. Abi, I'm calling him. I want to drip. Who said I want to drip? They just set coconut water for your body. They drink, they go. Sorry. And that is it. One auxiliary nurse that does not even know how to do body hygiene properly, that will be smelling like Christmas goat. Our ma set drip from Bubabi Yama and Lama. Think about it. You are even adding more salt to the injury. At times, God bless you. At times, you need only pain relief, water, so much water to drink, and sleep. Good amount of rest. That is what you need. Let me give you an example. There was a time I was complaining, that was years back. I was always itching my body. I said, oh, maybe because rain has started falling, I will bath, I will rub lotion, I will do. So the thing stopped because I had to be taking prednisolone, Piriton. So one day it started again in the recent time, and then I was like, Kilo, why is this body? It has been a while. I've not experienced this. Why am I itching? Why am I, all my body scratching me? And later I started having hives like the egbesi. I saw it. I said, what is going on? So I called the doctor. I did the telehealth. I showed it to them. I took a picture and showed it to them. They now said, They were going to give me medication. So this day I just sat down. I said, if I start taking medication for what? They said it can be this, it can be that. So I'm going to do a test. I said, okay. They did the test. Both of them came out negative. I was okay. Then what was wrong with me? I sat down again. I was now going through the internet. I was reading about it and everything. And a doctor now wrote it that accumulated stress can cause it. That if you don't take time to rest enough, some people react to stress by scratching their body like itches. I said, could it possible? So I sat down. I thought about how many hours sleep I had previous night. I said, other one. Hey. I said, Oluwabi, you need to rest. So a few people called me. They said, very unlike you, your phone was switched off. I said, I'm switching on. I had to sleep and take time to sleep. I woke up that day. I went to shower. No itchy, no scratches. I took the same sleep the second day. No itches, no scratches. I said, okay. Now I know that this is the way I'm reacting. And they said it can change anytime. It can be scratches. It can be some croak voice that you won't be able to talk well. Some snuffy nose. You having catarrh, baseless catarrh, because it won't be like, it might not change your voice to be like proper catarrh, but you'll be running your nose because you didn't have enough rest. So it can happen to anybody. The only thing you need to do is take time to rest. Take time to rest. Rest is very important. Rest is very important. I knew of a brother who used to be my children's teacher. Each time I remember him, I feel so bad. He wasn't resting. He was a Christian. He would go to church. He was running a part-time program. He was teaching in a school and still having extra classes with some children. So he didn't have the time to rest until his system forcefully shut down. And that was how he passed. Stress is a silent killer, yes. Because it's gradually. You deprive yourself of 2 hours sleep. Maybe you are supposed to have 8 hours. You had 6. 2 hours is gone out of it. Tomorrow, another 2 hours. Next tomorrow, another 2 hours. 2 hours, 3 hours. Some 3 hours, 4 hours. One day. Aramako. Ononuga de shololumu iwa nuga. We have to take good care of ourselves. It's part of our priorities. Because if you are not okay, you won't be able to know anything or to do anything. You won't even function well. That is it. And there are some things that do not require money from us. But when we neglect them, we will end up spending our last dime and there won't be any cure. That is why Oyibo people say prevention is better than cure. Rest. Rest. Take time to rest. I have a program we do here. That mama, once it is certain time, she will tell you, make una take time, do well, oh, good night, everybody. She go log off. Whether you like it or not, she will log off and sleep. She was a nurse. She said, I don't joke with my resting time. I'm supposed to be on bed by so time. I've exceeded 30 minutes. She will log off and go and sleep. Take time to rest. Don't misplace your priority. Look for hospital around. Register your family. Let them know. If this hospital says no, go to another hospital. Tell them, I'm managing it. We are managing. We don't have the money. And you know what is going on globally. We will come here for diagnosis. If we cannot afford medications, you will write it for us. We will go and take medications outside. And that is it. Initially, they used to write, they will write for you, go and buy medication outside. But nowadays, they will tell you, sit down. They will even quickly go and buy. They will even be enforcing what they know on you, and many medications that does not even have NAFDAC numbers. And where are the places we are buying the medications? They might not even be proper medical chemists. Can be ẹgbẹ́ títì. We have to take time to take care of ourselves. Health, life has no duplicate though. No duplicate. No duplicate. Once it's over, it is over. Yes, stress can reduce your immune system. It's true. Because there are some things your immune system is supposed to fight against. But when you don't have enough time to rest, and even it changes your body. It changes your body. Some people accumulate weight through stress because you keep doing and doing. You don't put your body down to rest. And some get slim because of stress. So the way it affects people, blood pressure, yes, it brings high blood pressure, and at times can even bring hypertension or even stroke. So we need to rest. Not be only you, they Nigeria. Nigeria. Some people, you are some people's prayer points. They are praying to be like you. If you don't know. So don't tell me what is doing you. Worst things are doing some people too. So you are not the only person. You are not the only person. You won't even be the last person. So don't kill yourself over nothing. So you are not the only one in this show. You are not the only one buying expensive rice. You are not the only one buying expensive tomato. You are not the only one buying expensive stuff. Everybody. Don't. So don't kill yourself over nothing. Don't over-labor your body, your mind, your stress, your brain. No. Drink enough water. Teach your children how to drink water. Me le fún mi lóògùn. Coke. Abi Sprite. Continue. Ma fún mi lóògùn. Ma fún mi lóògùn. When the time comes, wa fi to lóògùn. That is it. So it's everywhere, all over. Even here, that people, it's only that our money is a bit more valuable in Nigeria. Things are expensive. Expensive. I went somewhere yesterday. I thought it was something I could just deposit for her to work out. Because it was ×2 what it used to be. I was just doing Akesule Agnes. Thanks for joining. So I really appreciate everybody. If I have not touched one thing or the other, please don't be angry. Don't misplace your priorities. Your priorities now, as things are, go with it, flow with the flow. That is it. Things are expensive, we know. How do I manage what I have? Because as you are crying, the rich are also crying. It's not easy, it's not funny anymore. Some of them have to increase the salary of their workers. And at the same time, they are not getting the same quality of help they used to get anymore. So take time. Sit down with your spouse. If you don't have, sit down with your children. You can even talk as small as the children are. Put them around the table. Seek opinion from them. They will talk. The children will even bring suggestions to my yanilenu. Enyomo. 5,000 naira lo wa nle o. See the month at the middle of the month. How do we cope? What are we going to be eating? You will see the children suggesting, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do. Then think about what you can do with your hands. We have talked about planting at the back of the house, right? But nínú gbogbo ẹ̀ náà, má gbàgbé Ọlọ́run, ẹ máa rántí Ọlọ́run. Torí it's only God that have given you that grace. Ẹ máa rántí ẹ̀. Things are expensive everywhere. Everywhere. Kì í ṣe lé nìkan. 3 square me. Even here, say we know the shop 3 square me. And my mama to buy law school, boy of money, this school provide. You shop in the money, you shop in the evening. So, Boba Sheikh Bani. And you know, people are still having 11 children, 9 children. So, you have to sit down and think about it. What are your priorities? Giving children quality education, shelter, clothing. Those are the main priorities for now. No be party, no be copy. No be trying to compete with people. No. You said kids don't want to know what is going on in Nigeria. It is how you bring them up. When I was in Nigeria, my children were in Nigeria, I used to tell them, Mommy, Mommy, this is what Mommy has. I will pour water inside tin of Milo and shake it and pour it in a bowl and put milk. We don't drink tea, be that. Who are we going to tell? Nobody. So it is how you train them. When you let them, I don't put them in the dark. I let them know who see. When I have a little, I ask them to make suggestions. I can afford some things today. And they will tell me, Mommy, let's kill chicken. Mommy, let's go to the zoo. Mommy, let's go and eat out. It's not every day. Fine. Omode will be omode. But not when I don't have it. I will not say the little money we have, eat out. No. But when you have excess at times, give them a treat. That is it. So shelter, clothing, education, healthcare. That is it. That is it. Manage. You can manage your resources, manage your income to go about it. And there are some things when you know you have a lot of mosquitoes around, you can see that, okay, instead of me buying medication for mosquitoes, for malaria every day, taking nets, I will put a net on the door, I will put a net on the window that can shield away enough mosquitoes. Abimbola Adeyinka, thank you for joining. God bless you. So that is it. That is Boba Sheikh Bani. Boba Sheikh Bani. You cannot afford to be having too many children. Yes. I remember one woman telling me when I was saying, yeah, school by lo yin lo. And say, yeah, omo ye po school take po le lo me. I forgotten the way she said it. That if children are many, they go to cheap schools. I was just looking at her because those ones do not see any importance in education. If you see importance of education, you will know how to cut your coat according to your size. Abi according to your clothes, papa. You will not want to be having 11 children, a third set of twins. And those 11 children, I have 3 sets of twins. How can you have 3 sets of twins? Nino economy. Twins 1, twins 2, you know closer. Twins 3, 3 sets of twins, 11 children for one family. That's too much. That's too much. Long, because each time I remember, it still baffles me anyway. So, thank you so much. Party is not your priority. Then don't put all your eggs in one basket. Think about some side hustle you can do. Legitimate hustle. Legitimate businesses that you can do. Learn how to sew. Learn how to make hair. So that you don't give your children money to go and make hair outside. You make their hair the way you can do it. Right? That is it. Learn how to amend if their clothes tear. You will not go and give Obioma You too can use your hand to do needle and thread. Learn how to cook. If you don't know how to cook, that all you cook is rubbish. Go to YouTube, think about it. Try to be going about with their measurements. Very soon you get used to it. Unless you don't want to learn. Learn how to tie gele. Learn how to make up. They can call you for wedding. People that don't have much, they want just cheap person. They start with you. Tomorrow, you too, you will charge well when you know you are doing it good. So, learn one or two things. Adedamola Adekola Adekunle. Thank you for joining. How are you? Madam Ko. So, that is it. Put your hand in so many things. Sonjeta, din chin chin, do all those ones. Anybody that wants to laugh, let them laugh. At the end of the day, when you gather your money, you become big. Nobody wants to know how you get there. They just want to see you at the top. That is it. Work. And at the same time, take time to rest. Don't kill yourself over nothing. If your children's school fees are expensive, change their school. Change their school to a cheaper one. Change it. And the schools are now so doing it this way that they have 5 uniforms for 5 days. Kilo day. Monday school uniform, Tuesday wear, Wednesday sporty, Thursday girls giddy, Friday wear. Kilo day. If your children are under 4, keep them at home. Teach them. Teach them. Sell ice water, whatever you want to say. Sell anything. Try to put your hands on some other things that can be fetching you small money as a side hustle. Madro wolowa lesson. You can't do one job and say you want to, unless maybe you are a politician or they are giving you in dollars. They are paying you in dollars. Aside from that, you have to put your hands in some other things. If your husband is a lazy one, tell him to go out. If your wife is lazy, depending on you always, tell her to do something. Your children are ready to do. Let them do. Come out, if you want to open a business, when they come back, they join you. When we come back from school, we see all of our friends. Don't challenge. I will see them helping their mothers in the market. At times, we will be telling them, Mommy, yeah, I want to go and buy this in Challenge because I want to buy from that, my friend. That is it. Thank you so very much, everybody. I really appreciate you. We have to sit down and talk as family and make things work. For the sake of the children, pipe low, calm down. Help the children so that they can grow in good environments. They will not be nuisance in the future. This program is being brought to you by Thoughtful Events. Please join us on Thoughtful Events. We are waiting for you. Adedamola Adekola, I've been waiting for you. I really need to talk with you. Thank you. Thank you. I really need to talk with you. So join us on this program every Thursday at 8:30 Nigerian time. And then I told you the time is going to change this weekend by God's grace. So by next week, it's going to be 3:30 American Eastern Time. Not Nigerian time is not going to change. It's only American Eastern Time that is going to change. So every Mondays, we have a program also where we advertise whatever we do. Yes, we advertise whatever we do, whatever businesses we do, all those your side hustles, poster, whatever you are doing, bring it to the line. We are not collecting money, we are just doing it for ourselves so that we can encourage ourselves, then we can advertise ourselves, people can know us. Anybody that wants to buy, they can know who to call within the group before they even say they want to go outside. Fibian Adiola Ogumayi. How are you? Good evening. Thank you for joining. God bless you. I really appreciate everybody. So by Monday, we do our program every 7 p.m. Nigerian time. But it's going to change to 2 p.m. American Eastern Time also, because our time is going to change, as I said. So there's nothing going to wrong. There's nothing wrong with Nigerian time. It's still going to be the same, which is 2 p.m. 7 p.m. Nigerian time. And then Mondays and on Thursday it's going to be 8:30 Nigerian time. So Mondays, join us for your advert. Then we go about this reality corner where we discuss what is in vogue, what is happening in the economy, in the homes, with our children, with our husbands, with our wives. We discuss it. We bring things that are really happening. We advise ourselves so that we too can know where not to make such mistakes or to handle it in case we see something coming in that way. God will bless us. Thank you so very much. I still remain Oluabi or Abid Busi, depending on which page you're watching from. So by Monday, we'll be expecting you again. Thank you so very much. And you people that have joined us today, genuinely, you will see your data as usual. God bless you. Please pray for this group to grow and grow and grow. God bless you. Thank you so very much. I love you all. Bye.